It's moving day. This is now yellow.
Stop with your lies.
Liz, where do we get all this stuff from?
I have to say we are very, very nervous about being homeowners. I walked into the bathroom. Everything is super foggy. There's literally just like water from the AC vents, from the windows. We are doing a house check. We have very tight timelines happening. We are supposed to be moving in what day, baby?
Like in a couple of days.
In a couple of days. So we're just going to check the last improvements that need to happen before we move, that are like essential to be done with before we move in. There's obviously still a lot of work that needs to be done, but we are right now checking the kitchen that we decided to paint last minute. Wow, we will. And then also, what else? I don't even know.
We're meeting Brittany. Brittany's our interior designer.
Oh yes, with Brittany. We're gonna meet with Brittany now, which is going to be exciting. We're gonna check all the work that was done and then also plan our next steps. So let's do this. Brittany has been really making this process way easier. Hello! And she always looks so cute. Hi. Look at her.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Hi.
no worries. Yeah, this is so much better. I don't know how they're gonna clean everything with all this shit everywhere. Like the past is coming to haunt me because all of a sudden I see like all my books, all these small little tchotchkes. There's some books here that I'm just like, what? How? Like, what is this? What the hell is this? At what point in your life did you think that you need this?
I don't know what this is. Oh, it's by Warren Buffett. Under the forward is by Warren Buffett. I don't know what this is, babe.
Oh my god. So much garbage. They also brought the changing table from Maxie's room. So, you know, now we have to think about how to discard all of this. Oh my god. Nori is making a winter box here. Oh my god. You have to see Gary's closet. I think it's time to let go of certain things. He had this for maybe 15 years. Like we can sell them.
For the kids later, no?
This? No, thank you. Like he's too old to wear this. You know what I mean?
This is only from Canada. What about the house
Miami?
in Florida?
No, it's gonna have a rude awakening. I can't wait to change the mirrors and these lights. It's gonna make such a difference in how this bathroom gonna look like. Because right now it just gives me not the right vibes. Then my closet filled with crap that I like this. What am I gonna do with this? It's just like a random bra over here. Oh my god! Oh wow! I love Nori. My meditation pillow. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Oh, let's see. This is the saddest part, I feel. I really, really want to make sure that I'm gonna get my secret garden vibes, which sold me this house. Because right now we're ripping everything apart and it's not giving me secret garden, you know what I mean? So let's hope we'll be able to bring her back to honor this house. Okay, good morning YouTube fam. Today we have movers for inside the house. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get new furniture, to design the house, and I definitely want to make sure that we have functionality happening here because we are moving in right away. We cannot wait for the new furniture. We need to get into the swing of things with work, with school, with all that stuff. So we brought a lot of stuff. There was a whole like 2 storage units where we put all that stuff together. So there's literally boxes that had like 3 pieces of unidentified object in there. So there's definitely a lot of sorting that is happening here in Miami. So we pay to get all this garbage in here, and now we need to discard it. So that's that. I'm trying to relax my Virgo mind because I want everything to look a certain way, and this specific project just won't happen like that. It's not gonna be immediate, it's gonna be a process, and I just need to be okay with it. So be okay with it, Valeria. I'm gonna show you some of the distribution that happened so far. It's crazy because as they kept unpacking everything, I'm looking at certain things and I'm just like, oh my god, this is from the time when Gary and I were newly engaged or just dating, and we bought this. I literally remember stressed buying these IKEA shelves because I just couldn't figure out what to put in the kids' rooms. Everything was super last minute. We got our master bedroom set up. We're gonna put the carpet and everything, so we'll see how that's gonna work out. Gary just told me, whatever you do, like everything else we can, you know, donate and get rid of because it's all very old furniture. But this we bought literally 6 months before we decided to drop everything and move. So he's like, this is staying. So whatever you want this room to look like, it should be revolve around the nightstands, the bed, some random mirror that I don't know where it's from. So we're gonna get creative here. And the amount of donations and for sale boxes that I have, like these are both for sale, it's staggering. We have full boxes of Balenciaga because now we are not doing Balenciaga anymore. Balenciaga is canceled in our household, so that's a very interesting project for Gary to do. Gary's closet is unpacked with his stuff from Toronto, and I feel like I have some questions about certain items here. Like, what is this ballerina shoe? And based on the dust levels, can you tell that he hasn't worn them in probably a decade? I have to say we are very, very nervous about being homeowners because we are the absolute worst at that. And I just pray to God that we'll survive. Okay, so we had to put all the stuff and prepare the rooms for sleeping in tomorrow. We have to leave our rental tomorrow, so we tried to make it work. Maxie's room currently has a mattress on the floor. We already ordered their beds. Hopefully they'll come in about 2 weeks. Some random IKEA shelving. This is Benny's room. And in Benny's room, look at this light he has. Lucky guy. Benny's room also, we have the mattress, random side tables. I honestly have no idea where it all came from. Like, I don't remember this item at all. We have this little table. It's probably maybe gonna be used for Maxie's room, I don't know. This is probably my pride and joy. Like, this actually was the highlight of my unpacking, to just put out all the books and all the stuff. And then we have this section. So these are actually all furniture from Daphnia. If you've been with us since Daphnia days, you'll remember these. We got them at like Urban Barn or something, and definitely getting rid of it. This was when I had my cottagecore era, you know. Look at this poor table, went through everything. This was also from our Daphnia days. The kids were very little and they very much used and abused all of it. No, come on.
You're talking about used and abused, then you put the camera on me. Very nice. Very nice.
I have to say, I feel like you are giving that energy right now. So how are you feeling? Let's do a confessional moment.
I'm fine. You know, I don't like any of this stuff. I don't like it.
But this is exciting things.
I like to concentrate my efforts on building businesses, not furnishing homes and moving.
But this is like this is like our memories as a couple, you know, and as like a family. Yeah, business is okay, cool. We build them and it's all great.
I've been lately trying to stay positive about this because usually I'm very negative about this. But my issue is that when I tell the same person 17 times to fix a doorknob, it sucks all my energy out of me. So yeah, that's the only problem. And I don't know how to fix a doorknob myself.
Babe, do you remember where these sofas are from?
We bought these sofas. You and I bought these sofas for Daphnia.
Yeah.
The Daphnia house.
Yeah. Look at them. They stood the test of time.
Well, you're gonna throw them out anyways.
We're donating. Stop saying throwing. We're not throwing anything.
Those loungers were missing. We don't know where they are.
They never bought them. I knew it. I told them.
Where are they?
They probably stayed there
Where?
in the house.
We gave it to the people who bought the house.
Yeah, it came with the house apparently. So we bought these like new restoration hardware loungers, and the company just did not pack them. So whoever bought our house, I hope you're enjoying our restoration hardware loungers. With love. From me to you. I'm for sure gonna do going through all these like little findings, because the beauty of moving and unpacking boxes that's been that's been stored one second, that's been stored for years, is that there's a lot of memories here.
So who made this?
I feel like this was Ben. Yeah.
This is Ben. So here's the problem with this. The problem is this, is that they have me in Balenciaga.
Yeah.
So I no longer wear Balenciaga.
I want to tell you that the amount of stuff that Benny created and Jay created, like family portraits and stories and stuff, all those places you wear Balenciaga. So we have to like rebrand you completely.
Well, I'm getting rid of all the Balenciaga stuff. I'm boycotting them. I'm no longer using them because they're evil Satanists.
Okay, come. Cuties. This is Jakey. He doesn't look like Max at all, actually. During COVID, I went through like a crystal phase where I just needed to shoo all the spirits away.
Look how funny looking your brother is. Look at him.
He literally just woke up from a nap. Bob's little sus.
Well, he's handsome now, but back then he was
I
funny
was
looking.
not like, I was pretty, but I wasn't like, not into it.
I don't know, I still married you.
Oh my God, this is when Benny was.
That's a good one right there.
This we got from Costa Rica, I remember it. Okay, let's continue. Oh my God, Gary.
This is great. Did you see this?
You're a pope.
This is a table that's been around forever. Do you remember how shocked you were that I got a custom couch made for a condo?
Yeah, and look at it. It's gonna last another 20 years. This is a beautiful couch.
Not in this house.
Why not?
Because it's so narrow.
You have a very narrow butt. You're good. Oh.
Look, your knees are all out. Like it's not even, your whole upper leg is not even on the sofa.
It's a proper couch. It's not one of these. It's not a bed. It's a couch.
I know, but this is a family room. This is not how you sit in a family room. Gary's loving this.
Tell them about the pillows. Valeria wanted to donate these pillows and replace them with
I didn't
pillows.
want to replace them. That's where you get the story
So
wrong.
we're just not gonna have pillows.
Why do you need pillows? What exactly?
You need pillows on a couch. Look, you sit and there's pillows.
Gary, there's literally one of each. This used to be white
No,
with green.
that was never white.
This
Stop.
is now yellow.
Stop with your lies.
He calls me, he's like, if we're giving these away, we are not buying any more pillows.
We're not buying any more
I'm like,
pillows.
great, you can put these pillows on your side of the bed. You see, guys, this is why we would have never been able to build a house from the grounds up.
Our last house we built. You made me look at 77 different shades of white before settling on Chantilly lace. It's all white. It's all the same.
No one has one pillow
Yes,
for
you
design.
do. Yes, they're unique. It's a style. It's called style and fashion and interior design.
I'm not dealing with this. I told Brittany, you can come
I'm
in
hungry.
and do your thing. Anyways, made this custom couch when we first moved to our condo together. We were engaged. It did so well. But I definitely am, I want to get something that's bigger and like the whole perimeter of the room. It'd be so nice. And then we also have Jake's room. We'll figure this out later because people are working in it. On the outside, we are painting the house. So we took out all the dead vines, took out the dead bushes. We're gonna replant the bushes. We powered washed or whatever we could do all the stone and trimmed all the greenery. Let me show you. Trimmed these. And then we had actually a really beautiful tree over here, but it was completely dead. So I have to figure out if we're gonna keep it clean and just put bushes all the way in here. It's a lot of cleaning to do. Because we fumigated all of it here, there was one that completely fell down. So so I cleaned it up. We're gonna be painting all the walls, like the house white, and then the shutters will be an accent color, and we will get to a point where we need to change this mirror. So as you can tell, we have a long way to go, but I'm patient. It's moving day. Obviously I'm not connected to reality at all because I scheduled a training session, I scheduled nail appointment, I was supposed to shoot a brand partner all on the day of the move. Also had 2 events to attend. Like, what was I thinking? I literally canceled everything. We are now wrapping up with the packing. The movers are coming in about an hour, and we are starting to move to the new house. Everything is getting packed up. Mind you, we don't have any furniture to move with us because we moved to a fully furnished rental. So the only thing that... What? You still naked? Please get dressed. We moved to a fully... It's 8 o'clock. They need to go to school. To a fully furnished rental. So there's not a lot of things we need to pack. The only thing we have is like the bunk bed for the boys. And that's it. Everything else is more like tchotchkes and little stuff everywhere. We were just talking with Gary. Hi, Gary. We're just talking to Gary about how if it wasn't for Nori, I don't know how we would have moved. Everyone's running naked over here.
Put some pants on. Put some pants on, son.
What are you doing? Is Nori chasing you? No! You need to get dressed.
We need to leave in like 2 minutes.
I know, your sons are not ready to leave. So you know. Maxie, are you excited to move to our new house today?
Yeah. Wait, did the new house is finished?
Yes, it's finished.
But you have to put pants on if you want to go to the new house.
Okay. Well, first you need to put pants so you can go to school.
Yeah, and you need to take this off.
No.
This is your pajama still. Let's go off. Okay.
I don't want to school.
What do you mean you don't want to go to school? You're going to school, you monkey.
No, I'm not school. I don't want school.
How did we get so much garbage in? Actually, this is not garbage. We do have all the stuff that we need. We have a lot of food, favorite hot sauce. Oh, I need to change the subscription to this one. The new address. There's quite a bit of stuff, surprisingly, that is ours, but everything else stays, and we're gonna leave it like the way we found it, untouched and clean. But this is unnecessary. This was a nice house for us. I enjoyed this house, but I'm definitely ready to move into our own space and just feel like this is our home, you know? When you rent, even if it's like for a couple of years, it's just a different feeling. It's a different kind of energy. And I think it's mostly because, like with kids, you know, it's just an uncertainty that you don't want to have in your life. I feel like if it was just me and Gary, I probably would just rent unless it made sense to buy property for like investment purposes. But otherwise, I don't know. Owning real estate and managing it is no joke. It's not for the faint of heart, you know? So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I stopped drinking coffee probably like a month ago. And I've been doing matcha, which still has caffeine, but it's kind of a more sustained energy for me. I moved away from coffee because it was really giving me anxiety. But today is a coffee day. Today I need that like launch type of energy. Also, I love the taste of it. So like, I hope you're not gonna make me more anxious today.
Look at this. Where did we get all this stuff from? This truck is full, jam-packed. Look at that. Can you see that? Wow. You know what I'm gonna miss the most about this house? This piece of art. They're all floppy disks. They're all floppy disks. Probably the people who are watching this, you guys don't know what floppy disks are. Floppy disks is a way that people used to store information. So it's like a little hard drive, but it's only 1.4 megabytes. So imagine we had Word documents and spreadsheets and whatnot, and we would hold them on these little discs, little plastic discs. Kind of crazy, right? Now that we're not going to live here anymore, we can actually disclose where it was that we were living. So we've been living for the last 14 months on this beautiful place, absolute heaven on earth, called Palm Island. So the bay is this body of water between mainland Miami and Miami Beach, and right in the middle is this island. The only way to get on and off this island is by one bridge with one lane of traffic in both directions. And it is guarded by the police. And it's just a very, very cool neighborhood. It's just this lush green island. Let me show you guys upstairs. It's a man-made island. It's like in the shape of a cigar, and it is in the middle of the city. However, when you're on this island, you feel like you are in some distant and quiet suburb, and you're isolated, and you have all of the benefits of that. But then as soon as you drive off this island, it's like boom, smack dab in the heart of Miami. So you have all of the benefits of living in a big city, but then you get the benefit of feeling like you live in a quiet suburb. So this is the rooftop of the house that we've been renting. So that's my office. It's like the third floor of this house. That's like the back of our house. And you got some water over there. You see that? You got like a little water view. Over here, you guys can see it. That's Brickell. That's like downtown Miami. That's like the central part of Miami. And it's kind of sad that we're leaving. We're trying really, really hard to buy a property here. And as you guys know, we've talked about the real estate market before, and it was just a crazy ride. We went into 3 or 4 different contracts on this island, and things didn't work out. And the thing is that if you go to realtor.com and you look up Palm Island right now, there's like no properties here. And it's just really, really hard to find a property here because no one's ever selling these properties. So we're moving to a new place, and it's no secret where we're moving. We're moving to a new neighborhood called Bay Point, with actually really beefed up security. So I'm okay mentioning that we're living there. And Bay Point is also a beautiful neighborhood. It's about 15 minutes away from here, and it's also just in the heart of the city. So also very cool. You know, when you're inside the neighborhood, you feel like you're isolated and you're in a suburb, but then you just drive out the gates and then you are again like smack dab in the heart of everything. So very far cry from how we were living in Toronto. Such a crazy change, but this is it. I'm really hoping that this is it. We're settling in because there's just been so many changes, and I feel really bad for the kids. I mean, I feel bad for them in the short term. In the long term, we believe that being in the United States and being in Miami is the best thing for our family and the best thing for the kids, to grow up here. That's just kind of, how we feel about it. But in the meantime, at their age, when they're so young and they're so sensitive, they had to leave their friends in Canada. In the year and a half we've been here, we were now moving into the third home. So it's the third neighborhood. So it's like different sets of friends and different kids, and we're changing school. We just changed schools for them too. So it's a tough adjustment, but I gotta say our boys are resilient. I was concerned that it would be more difficult for them, and they've really fared well. So I'm really happy for our boys. And now I'm sitting in my office here. This is where I've been working for the last 14 months. Now we're gonna get some stability. We're moving into this new place, and we're not gonna move any more, hopefully.
Good morning from our new home. I had a vision to do like a vlog of our first night in our new house, but honestly, real life is just too much. Like, I couldn't keep up with everything, so I was like, I'm not gonna stress myself out. It was very interesting to sleep here. I can't say that I slept restfully per se, because I was like, where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Got up in the middle of the night to turn off all the lights because Gary loves keeping everything on, and checked on the kids. It's like a weird feeling to sleep in your bed wearing the clothes that you wore like back in Canada, but just now it's a whole new house. I can't explain it. It's like these two worlds colliding for me. The boys were really excited. Nori's currently sleeping with Maxie until she leaves. He was waking up at night. I think also he felt like, this is a new space, new place. There's so much dust in this house. That's the only thing that we have to figure it out. Also, we didn't have a running hot water. We forgot about it. We forgot to turn on the gas. So maneuvering around that. Overall, pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good. I'm actually shaking. What is happening? I woke up at 3 a.m. There was this crazy sound in the house. I thought it was the AC, so I'm like, great, the AC is broken again, because we replaced 2 AC units already in the house. And I was walking around, it was not the AC, kept looking around, and all of a sudden I saw that in our bathroom, the steam, because we have like a steam in our shower, and it was working full on, like full force. I walked into the bathroom, everything is super foggy. There's literally just like water from the AC vents, from the windows, from everywhere. I'm freaking out, right? I'm trying to turn it off. It doesn't work. It turns off, then after 2 seconds it switches on again, and the temperature kept going up. That was going on for like, since I woke up at 3, but I heard that noise before. So the whole night it was working. I started freaking out because I'm like, is the house going to explode? Like, that's a lot of steam. Also, we live in Florida. Like, mold is a huge thing here, and we already like replaced so many things because of mold. I'm like, I can't afford that. So I started circling around the house trying to find like if there's a source, a generator for it. I don't know. Couldn't find anything. Walking around, opening like every drawer. I don't know the hell a generator for like a steam. What's the source for the steaming? I don't know where it's coming from. So I started Googling it. It was absolutely unhelpful. YouTube unhelpful. And then I messaged, we have like a neighborhood chat. I messaged there. It was 5 a.m. People were trying to like help me. Obviously, Gary's not in town when all of this is happening. Although I feel like it's also kind of a good thing because he would just like get really stressed out and angry, and that was not helping. So then I messaged a project manager that we worked with for this house, and I asked her what to do, and she sent me a picture of like a wall. How do you call it? I don't even know the terminology. This thingy, you know, this thingy. That's like, okay, I'm sorry. Right now doesn't want to open this one. And she saw that there's like a steam unit. So once I figured that out, I turned it off. And then I had to open all the doors. The humidity in the house is so high. It was like at 75. And I'm just feeling like something is up. Something is up with this house. Then we have an oven that turns on like independently and randomly throughout the day. So there's a lot of electrical work that's happening. Someone like fused something wrong. Then I have this plant that's dying. This was a gift from Brittany. And like, it's been, not really long. And it's already suffering. And I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I feel like this house is not accepting us. Like something is off. Like maybe I entered it in the wrong way, you know? Because yesterday she called me and she's like, I think you got an evil eye. There's an evil eye on you. I'm like, Mom, come on already. Like, I don't buy into all of these things. But to be honest with you, I'm buying it. Like, something is really off. Now we came, there were some gentlemen who came to fix the seal of the windows and doors because we had like a little leak and it damaged the floor already. And then the sprinkle system started going off. What the hell is this? Okay, so this is actually outside of the door where there was the water damage. Look, there's water everywhere. And this is the sprinkling system. This also. All of it. Oh my God. And we couldn't shut it down. There's like puddles everywhere. Who am I calling? A rabbi, a priest? Am I going to buy sage, Palo Santo, Santo Palo? What am I doing? This house needs to make peace with me. I'm here. I love you. I want to take care of you. Please be kind to us. I need to name her too. Are there Ghostbusters in real life? Is there a thing? I need to like meditate and to set up a little like a corner, you know, of very good energy and just spread it around.